Greetings of the day. My name is Muzammil. I am from Agra. I'm a freelance regional level tour guide licensed by the Ministry of Tourism, Government of India. In this video, we are going to talk about the introduction of Mughal gardens and its relevance to Agra, which once made Agra a riverfront garden city. The garden was the first architectural venture of Mughals in Indian subcontinent. It reflects their love of nature as well as their nomadic life in tents and open pavilions. When the first Mughal ruler Babur captured Agra after fighting out Lodhis in 1526, he initiated a remodeling of its urban landscape. For him, garden was the most preferred type of residence to recline the heat of hot summers and also for recreational activities. Since he did not find any garden of his taste at Agra, his first architectural attempt was to create a beautiful garden in the city. Babur refers to his first garden laid out at Agra in 1526 as a char bagh, following the Persian Timurid garden tradition of his native Central Asia. In Persian, char stands for four and bagh means garden. In its most ideal form, a Mughal garden consists of a square divided by cross-axial paved walkways into four equal parts, where the center is always occupied by a building, either in the form of a garden pavilion or a pool or even by a tomb. The walkways may contain sunken water channels, and the quadrants are always planted with beautiful fruit-bearing trees and sweet-smelling flowers, emulating the Islamic perception for the Garden of Paradise. So Babur's choice of riverfront site in Agra introduced a new type of urban planning in India. It led to the creation of the riverfront garden city. The development of Agra as a riverfront garden city was taken up again by his grandson Akbar. In 1558, he moved his court back to Agra, and the city grew in size, wealth and power. However, the riverfront scheme of Agra was fully developed under the leadership of his son Jahangir, when everyone from the court tried to be close to the riverfront. Consequently, the waterfront was all occupied by some beautiful buildings and gardens. When his son Shah Jahan took over the charge, he changed the name of Agra to Akbarabad, the city of Akbar, to honor his grandfather. His historians describe Agra as one of the greatest cities of the world, where every rarity of the world could be found in its markets and its bazaars, and it was also a heaven for artisans and craftsmen. The pure water of its river, Yamuna, formed the main artery of the city, and it also became the nucleus for the development of the city. The artery formed a circumference of 40 kilometers. On its right bank were the imperial fort, the mansions of princes and residences of nobles, while on the left bank were the magnificent imperial gardens with raised pavilions set among trees and flowers. If you talk about a map that was published in 1722 on the orders of Maharaja Sawai Jai Singh, who was the king of Jaipur, around 45 riverfront gardens and buildings were lined up on both sides of the river, of which only few are left today. It's all gone, it's all destroyed over the period of time. If we talk about the description of Agra, by Shah Jahan's court poet, he says, he was Abu Talib Kalim, he says, if you travel by boat on the river, you'll met by a spectacle of beautiful buildings on each side of the river, and the buildings are so beautiful that the river doesn't want to pass by. It was so beautiful. Over the period of time, these buildings have either, I would say, have been completely destroyed or been converted into modern administrative buildings, or just run down badly. Only few of them are left. We're talking about the gardens on the left bank. Most of the gardens were they were originally planned as garden residencies. Those were converted into garden tombs after the death of their owners or their possessors, and most of the gardens have been left isolated, and they have lost their urban planning, or I would say the urban context. This was just a brief on how this riverfront city of Agra would have looked like. If you wish to explore more, come and travel with us for an incredible sightseeing experience. Thank you.